Right, hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Super Mario Bros. 3 walkthrough. So what we're going to do today is World 6 and possibly get through World 7 this episode as well. It just depends on how smooth the run goes, so hopefully it goes along quite nicely. This it can be a troublesome world, the first one. It's Ice World coming up, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of slipping and sliding about and what have you, so it does have its difficult moments, but I do think there are worse levels, particularly the next two worlds. They're going to be the two really difficult ones. So as you can see, we start with decent amount of weaponry on our equipment here. Let's have a gander through. I think I might actually no, actually I'll take on a level first, then perhaps equip something else, because not really sure I remember which ones are the difficult ones in this world, to be honest. Some other worlds, certain levels stand out. So we've got these little piranha guys going to be knocking about, firing them little things up. They're not too bad to avoid these. Now the best power up on this world, which hopefully I'll get over there, is probably Fire Flower, because there are ice blocks that you can sort of fill in, and of course these could be killed straight away. Hopefully this guy kills him, I'm not sure if he does actually. Right. I expected these to follow a pattern, but they just sort of kept moving across, so that's a bit of a shame. Got rid of that. But yeah, hopefully I can get the Fire Flower soon. That's annoying as hell. I did not expect that to actually reach up there. And this guy's going to fire another one. So you just have to time your jump with this guy. Just like that. And well, that's the first level out of the way, so I was I think I was justified in not having to get an upgrade. So I never really done particularly well on this game so far, the lineup game. I think I might have a star there though. Oh, come on. I haven't got full stars just yet. And I think that's got it. Oh, fuck off. Right, so close enough. Normally go until level 2, but I think I will take this guy on now. With the ice aspect, it's probably it's probably the hardest of these guys mini games. Well, you can see that, and he's killed me there. I didn't really expect him to jump down, but they do that. They don't just like sort of stay on that level. So a bit of a combination of World 5 and 6, this one, with a level in the air and on ice. Ooh, okay, that was close, but I can use this guy now and hopefully get something off this. A bit disappointing, I sort of half expected it to reach the other side. Now this one, yeah, it's just gradually going to climb this part of the level, not too bad. I think as long as you get up here fairly quickly. I think there are more difficult climbs later on. Oh, fuck. Well, get as many of them as you can. I didn't actually expect the level to move across then. It sort of moved across, and I wasn't on the left hand side. As you can see there's a slight gap, so just be wary of that. I don't think this level's particularly daunting though, to be honest, from what I've seen. So I'll try this side. Yeah, nothing there either. No, I'm assuming this one. Okay, there's a block, but yeah, you've got to time this quickly well to get up there, and there should be something good. A 1-up, there we go. I'd rather have had a power up, truth be told, but we're doing okay for 1-ups. Just adding out a little glance. 58 on there, looks plenty. Oh, we'll be getting another after next level because we've got 2 stars up there. So first 2 levels aren't too bad. I think the more difficult ones are on the other page. To be honest, we've got this free one out the way. I think if I recall, the fortress on this world's pretty tough. I mean, you would expect so, being in the ice world. So hammer. So I've got something on the overworld that I can actually utilise coming up. And well, it's right next to us, so we've got the pipe there. I'm going to ignore that for now, because I'm going to be doing every level anyway, so there's no basis in taking shortcuts. Where's power up? Possible. It's a bit annoying, but I think it actually maxes out at 4 pages, so we, may as well take something now, in which case I will get the boss that is the Firefly. So let's make sure you duck there. You state the obvious sometimes, but it can be hard to what's the name, to make it in time sometimes if you get on too late. Right, now a section like this in the Mario world, you can actually just run across like that, so just make sure you do that. I think it is easier than actually sort of jumping and hopping from one to the next. Wow, I don't think I've ever done that. For some reason I just had a slight inkling that was going to do something. So this is uncharted territory for me. I've never ever been up here, I'm pretty sure of that. And excellent, we got one of these. So in a prior screen like this, we never actually made it up there, but yeah, if you get something like this or the raccoon, you can just fly up here and access the little secret area, which in this case is full of coins, so it's lovely stuff. And this is of course the turn to stone power up. So I've been pressing Y then down. It's actually just press down then Y, and you see it runs out after about 4 seconds somehow. So it's never a bad time to get this thing. It's probably the world that it's least useful in, to be fair, but it's still, if the level continues like this and there's a lot of jumps, then the sort of glide, float down aspect of this will come in really handy. It's a shame couldn't get that in time, but no point in sacrificing life for it, and we're going to get another 5 now anyway, so yeah, the first 3 levels in this world sort of navigated easily enough, to be honest, because the worst is yet to come. Just trying to sort of brainstorm who I think the boss is in this world as well. I can't even recall who we've taken on so far. And the annoying aspect of this, because it's the reason I can't recall, I haven't been on this for a week. I do not remember anything on here, so this is going to be potluck. So got mushroom and a 20, and well, that was fortunate. That was an incredible guess, by the way, because I did not remember that. So I'm going to gamble on the 1-up being there. Right, so we've got a 10p, a mushroom, and a 1-up up there, so I think I might be able to take it out next. Let's go on there. So this section seems really out of place, actually, being in fire in the ice world. This fire little mini ride thing. But of course, yeah, just stay down like that, I think, is the best way to do it, and just utilise that when you need to, such as now. And I didn't actually expect that, but you actually take this guy out. So I use that to my advantage. Once you take one of them, it takes both, as you've seen. That's another thing, to be honest, I wasn't really aware of. So this stone suit I haven't used quite as much in the past. but it really is OP. Like. Doesn't seem to be taking out one else, so I'm just going to forget about the star for now, I think. And the boss should be a doddle with this. This seems like a flying one. Okay. Oh god, that's a shame. Alright, shit. Well, if they're saying it was a doddle, it's a bit more effort than it should have been, perhaps. But we got him out the way now, anyway. So onwards and upwards, we've got another little line-up game. I'm not going to spend too long on this. I'm just going to do the old press X as soon as, to be honest. Just hope for the best. So almost there, actually, by fluke. But except there's that many power-ups that you might as well get rid of them. I've got an extra one there somehow. I really don't understand why. Unless it was the hammer thing, but gonna save the best stuff for, like, you know, the peas and the tanukis and what have you. So steam mushroom coming handy. And I've got to check that because you can't actually jump through them, which I was about to. Of course, that would have sent me downwards. It was worth checking them brown box, by the way. If you caught any of the prior videos of the run through, but often they will be nudgeable and you'll get something off that, like a tanuki or something. No, not tanuki, sorry, a raccoon power. I mean, tanuki's just OP, that's like a special power. So just make sure you jump on this bit, because that will knock you off, and this hopefully is something good. No, this world's actually disappointing me so far. It's it seems more like airborne than ice based. So this one that sticks in my memory less than others, so you know, in theory that should be a good thing. That hopefully I tend to speed through it. And yeah, so far this is nowhere near as tough as the water one. It's probably the only world I've struggled on so far is World 3, so I think that was out of place. Should really have been World 6. But yeah, I mean, World 7 and 8 I think may well require their own videos. Their own episode, sorry, because it is like literally the most difficult aspect of the game. May sound obvious, but it's not always. I think, you know, on Super Mario World, the World 7 and 8 is actually pretty easy, I think. So a couple of these, I'm actually just going to wait for this guy to drop down, I think. Like that. Ah, there we go. So it's finally justified. I mean, I got the same thing, but I remember saying in a prior episode, if you do actually hit all the blocks in this mini game, eventually you will get a power up. So there is a motion. Just make sure you take them out before you get the main chest. And yeah, you never know what you can find. This level does ring a bell. I think I've done it a lot of times. It's something of a maze, I think. And of course, it's much easier if you do have a raccoon soup, because you can smash these out of the way. So just be wary if, you know, I really do not want to lose this right now. Sorry for that little noise and a pop-up, by the way. My brother's got a notification on his computer that keeps going off, so it's not something on the game, trust me. Don't know what this, yeah, thought so. It had to be something this, I feel. Hopefully the one-up doesn't go off screen. There we go. Now if you take these and just literally wait for this guy, you can actually take him out like that. If you do require a power. So it's always worth picking up these, even if there's not something outright. Now this shell dude, leave him if you haven't got a raccoon suit, because you're going to need him to actually like take some of these blocks out that get in the way. Oh, you son of a bitch. Right, he got me as soon as I got rid of the shell dude, so it's a bit unfortunate. Ideally this is going to be something. It's a shame. So the top section would have had a few secrets that I'd have liked to have explored, but so be it. In fact, might as well go back because I got this straight away, which is lovely stuff. I mean, I'm half convinced that it's actually the only way to get through this level. I'm sure that pipe that was over there takes you back here to like the start of this, and the reason the power up is there is just so that, you know, if you are Small Mario, you're going to go through there twice. Or if you are Big Mario, you get this raccoon suit, then that's sort of the only way of getting up here, which is the way to finish the level. So yeah, it does seem it. I do need the shell guy still, I think, just to get rid of these guys. I mean, perhaps the block will. Yeah, so I think I was right in what I'm saying. That's the main exit, but we'll put it to the test now. So there we go. Back where we were. The unfortunate thing is that these keep respawning, and these guys are doing my head in already, to be honest. So hopefully this is the last time I'm gonna sort of spend in this overworld. So before you even grab them, just to make sure you get rid of these, of course, because you do need to run up. No, you are kidding me. Right, he's got off. Hopefully, because I didn't kill him, he respawns. There we go. So, just gather your run up, grab him. And I didn't quite have enough run up that time, unfortunately, but... No, you son of a bitch. Right, so there's always the aspect of if you take too long, he will come out. On Super Mario World, the shell would sort of shake slightly before that happens. I'm not sure if it does it on this one, or I just wasn't paying attention enough then. But yeah, just be wary of it. No, no, no. Well, that was lucky. So this is the first level. It's, you know, I wouldn't say so much hard. It's just annoying, but yeah, first challenging level on this world, I'd say. Because they keep killing them like that, bastards. So let's go again. I do actually think it's best just coming out of this one, to be honest. Because I was literally right here, and now I can kill this guy without him taking out the other one. I mean, I say that, I don't know where the fuck Shell Guy's gone, so it's just go again. Maybe there's something up here, actually. I don't think I've been up this section. Oh, there's something there. Unless that's the way I dropped down earlier. Oh, whatever. Right, so just get this out the way, because yeah, really irritating me right now. It's hard to get momentum and not make him actually like spawn out. There we go, finally. So I mean, I say it is easier, of course, when you have this to get rid of these blocks, but if them little small piranha plant dudes are there, that is literally the only way to get past it, I think. So I might actually use a star. Oh, excellent. Wow. So that is a power up I haven't had yet. It's a Hammer Brothers one. So yeah, I will be like these guys now. I'll be able to fire hammers and stuff. And there are some other benefits. I think this one you have sort of a beetle suit from the look of it, and if you press down while you sort of running at quick enough speed, he will sort of be like them beetle guys and have a shell that will spin across and take out anything that comes to contact with it. I think anyway. So this is the perfect power up actually. I don't really mind losing the raccoon suit if I can get this, because these fish can be annoying and this is just gonna absolutely plough through them hopefully. Oh, come on. I thought I pressed that in time then, but probably not. That was lucky though, I'll take that. They can be difficult then, them too. I expected it to be one throw, then that's it, but of course, the only surefire way of dodging them is to duck, but it's sort of, the fact there was two of them, you didn't really have time to do anything. So it's just sort of constant bombardment there. So yeah, just make sure you keep your fire flower intact for that level, like I didn't, because it can be quite a difficult one, that one, if you don't have it. So as ever, I'm not really going to bother too much on this one. I say that, I always seem to get 2 out of 3 when I do that, but do not use your block on that one. Your block, your hammer, you know. I don't really see any benefit of that, to be honest. And the fact that this is full, yeah, I'm gonna sort of use something again, but I think I might as well just use this claw just to get rid of it, to be honest. Free up a space, because of course, as you've seen then, if you get something new, it will replace the last thing in the list, which is one of the best power-ups right now, so I'm just going to waste some of these, so I'm going to use that as well. Which of course, if you haven't caught prior episodes, explain that. That gets any of the sort of Hammer Brothers on the overworld, that will put them to sleep and you can actually just move past them rather than fighting them. So that's the benefits. I mean, you might not always want to fight them, but yeah, I never really mind fighting them, to be honest. You always get an upgrade. So this level just seems a bit of a coin spam, to be honest. Stand by what I said though, I'm actually quite disappointed in the Ice World so far. It's been a number of years to play this game. 2 or 3 at least, and I expected it to be tougher, in honesty. Kind of, this is one of the easier Mario games. Mario Bros 1 and 2 are the really difficult ones of the 2Ds. But considering it's World 6, yeah, I do think it should be a bit harder than this. That bit can be tough, I suppose, if you haven't got your raccoon suit, so just be careful that you sort of jump off in time. Now this is the example of what I was saying about the fire flower. If I fire one of these, it will of course 4 out and I can get each coin, but of course this guy will get out eventually, so yeah, nothing I can do there, just leave that, but just to make a note that that is the only power up that can get rid of them blocks. I love a pairs game again, so now just trying to remember, I think it was 20, I'm not sure what was there actually. I think it was 10p there, mushroom there, and 1 up there. So this does not help them too. 10p mushroom. Excellent. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. I'll actually take this out. Oh god, I did not want to see that one. So I know the Fireflower locations. Yeah, I think I will take it out next time now. And evidently, as you can see, there's actually a third page to this world, so I don't remember that. So perhaps that is the bit that gets tougher. And well, this one looks a bitch, to be fair. So you got an ice world, getting rid of swamps. Now this does look slightly potentially annoying because you get rid of these, they'll actually move a lot slower there. But of course, it's hard sometimes to slow yourself down in time with the lack of friction. Just be careful you don't mess up the sort of ducking part of that. And I think if I'm going to fail this level, I'm actually going to grab the Tanuki suit for this one, because these little, I still don't really know how to describe them. These sphere things can be a bit of an encumbrance when it comes to these. Oh, excellent. So in the finals bit anyway. So it was quite a short level, to be fair, because I think they do realise that can be hard. So no messing about with this guy this time. Have you seen, if you do knock him sometimes on the head, if you time it right, you can just jump up and get him pretty much straight away before he even moves. And after the last level, where I sort of allowed him time to recover, yeah, I'd rather not do that again, because he very nearly beat me last time. No, this is pretty handy for new makers. Just give you these, so you can just get rid of these fuckers. Pretty easy. Just always beware, of course, because yeah, them things that they fire up, it will jump up. It won't just like fall straight away. So if you just jump straight in that pipe, that can take you out. Son of a bitch. Right, I assumed I could use that to sort of jump over there. Let's beat this guy at his own game, like that. And the benefit of being small Mario, I suppose, get this, get straight back up. Guessing this has been stopped. It's always worth something, so whenever I do get paid, I just tend to sort of run through. So no discernible bonus now. I'm guessing I have to go backwards to get that P benefit. And Jesus Christ, well, there's 4 pages, but I think this is pretty much it. I think the next one's just going to be the castle, so. We've got another underground level. These have tended to be the more difficult ones in this. Well, God no, this is even worse, to be honest. I hate the water levels in this game, particularly these squid guys that separate, because as you can see, they actually travel throughout the world and go higher. I don't know, they're just really annoying. So watch out for the piranha plant there when you make a cross. Hopefully I can make this jump. Expected a star there, truth be told, but you can, of course, on this bit sprint across again, so as long as you time that, then we've got a big shortcut throughout the level then. So this ain't too bad, actually. I didn't expect there to be such a shortcut. Just to get the hidden one there, I didn't actually know it was there, but you can sort of guess after time. And you get rid of the P, then the next section should prove to be pretty much a breeze, hopefully. So, and I've liked this big dude after that infamous few levels on the water section where it took forever. So excellent, so I think it's one more standard level. The fortress level. Just checking the time, we're on half an hour, so this one might actually be quicker than the last world. I do think this is a longer world than any other, actually. I really can't think of many other worlds, or sort of envision envisage there being so many levels, to be honest, because 10 seems an awful lot. Of all the Mario games I've played through, it's very rare they have this many, to be honest, unless you take into account like secret levels. So you got Beanstalk up there. I think this might be a P block, so we're gonna get a hell of a lot of coins if that's the case. Because yeah, just jump on this bit and down there, and you get an awful lot. So glad this happened actually, because show you this in motion. You get these like that, but of course you get too many and you'll release these little piranha dudes. Righto, so I should not have killed him. I think there's a piranha plant guy there. Sorry, a Koopa. Wow, that's so lucky. Hopefully one of these can actually kill them. I mean, it's a bit redundant now because I needed the fire to activate them. So whatever, I'll just leave that section. But yeah, that's the theory if I have and how to get access to that pipe, which presumably gives you like a special suit, like a Tanuki or something. The best way to do this, of course, is to use the the fire upgrade to get rid of that last one, so that it's an easier run. But as you can see, you can't make it. Me and Obi shot that one, so I'm going to equip just the mushroom actually, I think, because I'm going to get the fire plant upgrade too, and I'll try and get in that pipe now anyway to sort of see what's down there. The thing about dying this level, I suppose, is there are that many coins to get now that it doesn't really matter. So I was writing, so I was wrong in what I said last time, that I figured that it was a Koopa down here. It was a Goomba instead, so the only Koopa's there, of course. There's no way I can take that, so it must be one of these that you use. Fuck's sake. Right, hopefully they haven't all gone now, and that was so lucky, by the way. I did not mean that. I just slipped. Oh, god damn it. Of course, when I use momentum and I'm coming back, each time it's taking longer. Oh my word, that was even more lucky. That was ridiculous. I couldn't even see him then, so I'm riding my luck, really, here. That did nothing anyway, so fuck that. Right, fair time lucky wasn't the case, so... Yeah, the ice is annoying on this level. Because the amount of jumps that sort of leaves it last second for you, so... I'm gonna, what's her name? I'm gonna use another power up, I think. I'll just use this straight up. Pretty much every star I'm going to be leaving until the final world, by the way. Go. That's how to waste the power up. I'm not going to use one this time then. Because yeah, everything else I've got sort of a specialist one. I don't really think I need it anyway, to be honest. I'm just going to take on a level normal now, because it's starting to annoy me. God, even more so now. So, struggling to get past the intro bit now. Bit of a shame fell off, but not too bad with the coin spam thing. And as you can see, actually, it is completely. I'd recommend against using any upgrades actually, because the 2 power-ups straight away from Small Mario are Fire Flower anyway, so let's get rid of him. There's of course this coin section if you need it. I don't really think I need to, but fuck it, I'll get rid of it. So it was a bit annoying. I was sort of near the end last time anyway. But I've got rid of that level now. And second fortress, which should in theory be harder. I can hopefully finish this pairs game. So we had a Tempe there, God, there was something that I could have taken going to this level, I think, and I really can't remember now. Maybe mushroom is down here or something. Oh, that was lucky. So Tempe was exactly what I wanted there. I should be okay now. So start, Fire Flower, yeah, it's done. So I'm not even sure I had enough space to get everything on there, but hopefully I did. Yeah, as you can see I did, so might as well just give this world a sort of once over, then use anything else that I need. Because it was a welcome mini game that. Now just move across, and of course these guys will only move when you're facing away from them. Just to give you enough space to get over. This section's really annoying. They'll sort of appear, then move across, and it's actually really difficult to tell where they're gonna appear from. Judge the Thwomp guy based on what direction I have to move, and I actually struggle sometimes to tell what direction it's going on when I'm actually moving quickly. It takes me a second or so. So this bit looks really tough actually. But these two moving in opposite ways on the ghost. So with Small Mario, I fear I might well die it. Now's the time. Alright, I got quite lucky with that one. Alright, so this level's going to move there, so just make sure they're all on the one side, and then it's just complete novelty, to be honest. So still some danger, I suppose, being Small Mario with this boss, but it's the perfect place actually for me to have got him there. Just using that, of course, so you can just wait. So quite happy with that, getting through most of the level with Small Mario. I'm definitely gonna utilise power up now though. And yeah, as you can see, the last page is the castle, well, the airstrip. So once this is out the way, move on to the really challenging levels. Probably the second half of World 7, to be fair. I mean, this world proved to be that. I still don't think it was as tough as I've expected it, but yeah, 1 or 2 levels on this world can trip you up. Now, I didn't really notice what animal the king was then. I sort of skipped through it. So yeah, I don't know. You probably saw, but I can roll out a few of them. We've had Wendy already. I think we faced Morton. I think one of Iggy or Larry. Ludwig's yet to come. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is Roy, perhaps. I haven't really found much difficulty in the airstrips so far, thankfully. But the tougher ones are on World 8, so yeah, it's proven to continue. I think because it moves so slowly, it does give you time. You know, sometimes my worst enemy on Mario games that 2D is myself, because I sort of move too quick. Also when I'm not jumping properly like that, I suppose. This bit will rise up now. Hopefully it drops down again. Yeah, I was a bit worried they had to get up there. Be wary of that, I suppose, because fall off then if you jump too close into the overhang bit. But there's the benefit of getting all the levels out and not skipping any, because if you do use the cloud and skip them, you end up sort of using it again if you fail this. Should really got power up then. I don't really know why I didn't. Hopefully I come across one, but I didn't see any, so I suppose there's one just before it died. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to get up the top section there this time. Make it a lot easier. Never bother getting all the screws towards the end, by the way, because I think you will just run out of time eventually. So just use it as long as you need. Then this section isn't really that bad, I don't think. Yeah, there's just no way up there, I don't think. So thankfully I took that jump a bit better this time. Yeah, is that it? Wow, really? So as always, just wait, just because sometimes there's like a block up here or something, but that's quite a disappointing airstrip, that. And as you can see, this time it's Iggy. Now, this is actually a trademark of Iggy, he just doesn't do it on Super Mario World. He rides this giant ball, it's like magic, and of course every time you hit him he'll fire out another one out. If you bump into them sort of running head on, it'll knock you back a bit, and that's the challenging aspect. But yeah, I actually found them really helpful, because you just use them like that and jump on them, and it gives you a boost enough to be able to use your momentum and get across the screen pretty easily to jump on him. So with him out the way, we just have Ludwig left now. So Iggy really did get a downgrade for next game. I mean, they both did. Larry's the boss of World 7 and Super Mario World, but Iggy's the first boss in the next one, and of course the 6th on this. So just looking at the time, I think I got that out the way quicker than anticipated, so I might just include World 7 in this episode then. Or maybe the first half. I'm looking at doing about an hour or something. I never like doing an episode for too much longer, because it takes forever to process. No, this world is sort of pipe world, which is just a bitch, because some levels are just like absolute mazes. So it's fitting for pipe world. Just, this one is a perfect example. You got to head up, and I mean, I say perfect example. It's not a maze, but of course it utilises pipes a hell of a lot. There will be occasions where you come to like a fork, and you just got to sort of guess which one you use. So I'm glad oh no, right, I've hit the wrong one there. I have to say I'm glad I jumped. So hit that left one, make sure there, because this is going to send me back. And as you saw when I hit the red shell, this level is linked from left to right, so just be careful when you're firing these off. It's probably better just to kill them. Except this one, of course. I can utilise him now. Oh god, I knew it would get me. Right. I'll show you an example. Knock it down and sort of did that one because I knew it would fall down. Right, it can be hard to get the momentum sometimes on this and time it so that you've got to hold in X when you land to get that big jump. There's a level I was dying, like World 4 I think, on Super Mario Bros. 1, which is I think the most difficult level in the whole game, to be honest, where that happens. Now this thing on here, I really don't actually get how the hell you even get on there. I don't think I've ever made it, because you sort of jump across like you would, even if you float, and he doesn't actually make it across. It looks like you need like a platform there or something. So I don't know, perhaps there's an outfit that you can use, like a power up that activates it, but yeah, I've never yet worked out which one. Just make sure of course you're on one of these for this. Flick it like that, and I can use it to kill this guy in a second. Alright, maybe not, but whatever. We'll send him on an endless loop. So sorry, just having a quick drink. But yeah, I've got a couple of pipes on it. This one will send me to, well, a blockade. You gotta get rid of that fortress to get rid of that. So this one's gonna send me down to the bit with the 2, and there's another one there that I think is gonna be the same, but it might well actually be a block where the hammer can get rid of it, so I'll just check. And of course there is one section up there where there's one of these leads to a mushroom house, so hopefully it's this one. Yeah, there we go. So should really check that I have a free slot, but I think I do. No, I usually go 1, 2, 3. I think I've got the first 2 that time, and I think that's the final block available, so yeah, let's just waste one of these things. I may as well just get rid of all of them now, actually, just in case, because of course on the lineup game you get like a hell of a lot. And yeah, I think I'd only forget. The whistles I don't want to use, but of course if I use them now, it just like skip me to World 8, which I don't want. I don't think there's any way of getting back, unfortunately, on this game, like there is on Mario World. It seems like everything I could waste right there. So on to level 2. Alright, that is fucking amateur as hell right at the start. So that's weird. The game does that sometimes. If you end up on that, it doesn't sort of send you back. Well, it did there, but it sort of depends how far onto it you get. Well, maybe not. I made it to that section, it still sent me back, so I don't know. One of the weirder looking motions in the game. Right. I think this is the level I was thinking of that is just an absolute maze. So hopefully not. This looks like it should be a P block thing actually, so I'm going to leave that. Yeah, this one gives me nightmares. We gotta sort of. It's remembering what pipes have been down. To be honest, I struggle with, and it's sort of the aim of this level to remember. So let's just carry on in this vein, and it looks to me like the middle one, perhaps, is the one. And this section is gonna have all these, so you actually get boxed in. But you need, I think I did take the right one actually. You need this to get across to the next section. So I've got to go back in a second. This seems really time to upgrade. But yeah, for instance, I just caught a sighter on that one, the first one in there. It looks like that's the way I go next, after I make my way across the musical blocks. I feel like that looked like it should be something. Sometimes I imagine like it'll just take you through the block and the pipe exit just won't be there, sort of deceptively, maybe. So, is that ever guesswork time? Well, maybe not. Can't get up there, so... What the hell? This seems like a dead end. Yeah, some of them are like that. As an example of why I hate this level. And of course, making my way across, I couldn't see any pipe exits there, so just try them all, really. I'm convinced it's going to be one with one of these guys. I'm in a horrible location right now as well, so I need to get rid of one of these. And yeah, when you're close enough to them, they'll only appear again when you move to the side. Sort of move away from it like that. Oh, you bastard. As if it's got me there. This one looks promising. There we go. So after all that, moving to purposely slow, it's actually a pretty obvious one on the final side, but yeah, it's the first half of that level always annoyed me. I'm not even 100% sure though that was the one I was thinking of. That is like the worst of the bunch, because yeah, the final section did seem not so much as deceptive as I felt it might be. Star for the win. As quickly as oh no, fuck's sake. That's the problem with the star sometimes. You go too fast for own goal. I will get Big Mario though, just to utilise it again. And yeah, don't even think I'm gonna bother stopping getting these blocks to it. You son of a fucking gun. It's done it again. So yeah, you know, fuck the star. So it just makes me play worse sometimes. Yeah, hopefully that isn't the case when World 8 comes around, like, cause I'm sort of banking on some of them. What? Right, so apparently you can't slide into them. I really did expect you could. So, alright, live and learn, I suppose. Perhaps this is what you've got to keep the star for, getting rid of them. I mean, I could just jump over it, of course, but I'll make it easier. Probably not, because it'll run out anyway. Imagine if, perhaps if you're quick enough, it will, you know, one of them blocks will be another star, because sometimes Super Mario World does that. Oh god, right. This level looks really tough all of a sudden. I hate Laka 2. of course you go too slow, you can get clogged down a bit with these. Imagine they're there just to sort of... Oh, what the fuck? I expected to fall down the gap then. No! Yeah, them sort of blocks that you can fill in, you can probably jump on them and jump on top of like a 2 and kill them. I usually prefer just running through it as quick as possible because, like I said, you get slowed down and eventually you might end up on a screen where there's a hell of a lot of them. I'm not sure whether it was just small Mario that couldn't duck down there, but I'm not going to risk that. Oh, fuck. Right, so it's... Yeah, I thought really I sort of jumped when I had no momentum. Losing a few lives on this, power-ups on this one, sorry, so I'm just going to skip it. Oh, you bastard. Like right near the end as well. I've seen enough though to indicate that I think I'll do this time. The most difficult aspect is because I suppose there is only one power up in this game, in this level. Certainly in the parts that are stopped. It's just getting the mushroom, to be honest. Getting this part past this part unscathed. You know what? Fuck this guy. So yeah, this next bit should be a novelty, to be honest. There we go. So finally, onto, I think that's level 3 or something like that. So I'm just checking my time. I'm pushing close to the hour. Yeah, I got rid of 3 of them, so I think I'll call the episode there. Never really like to sort of call an episode mid-world, but yeah, the video just tends to take forever. If not, I should really have memorised them, but I really didn't. But yeah, I think I'm alright for lives now anyway, in 62, so if not another flip game, I just like randomise it or something. So I might as well just take this one before the episode's done. As ever, I'm not really gonna pay too much attention to playing the actual game there. And yeah, there we are. So the 5 seems to be just a level that you don't actually do. You know, unless that leads to a path where you can knock a block. But of course the mushroom level's there. But I'm going to do them both anyway. Movie Costume 4, as befitting with the world, just a maze of pipes. So we'll carry on with this next time. Thanks if you've caught the episode, and hopefully see you next time when we take on the rest of this world, and hope